Hey guys, TGKS Productions. So we got some awesome news from Rockstar Games. Earlier today, October 8th, officially confirmed the definitive edition of the GTA Trilogy. This includes the iconic games from the GTA series, GTA Vice City, GTA 3, and GTA San Andreas. Now, there's been rumors regarding the definitive edition of the trilogy for a month or so now, but the past week and a half, we got really some solid rumors, such as the definitive edition being teased, or not teased, being rated in South Korea, as well as there being icons for these games on the Rockstar Games launcher. So, pretty much leading up to the official confirmation from Rockstar. There's also some other news in this article we're going to talk about regarding GT Online special events. What I will say is you're going to see in this article, this is supposed to be released later this year. Now, don't be surprised if Rockstar delays this. They're notorious for delaying their games. We just saw the expanded enhanced version, GTA 5, GTA Online being delayed. So if it does get delayed, don't be surprised. Hopefully it won't happen though. Let's go ahead and look at this article here. What's cool, as soon as you open the article, we have some artwork showing, or animations of artwork from all three of these games. And I believe if you go on the Rockstar Games YouTube channel, you can see much more of this. So, as soon as you open the article, that's what you end up seeing. So I think that's pretty cool. So here we go here. Grand Theft Auto Trilogy, Definitive Edition, and more coming soon, plus details on upcoming special events and updates in GTA Online. So later this month marks a very special anniversary for Rockstar Games, 20 years since the original release of Grand Theft Auto 3, the game that set players loose in the sprawling, three-dimensional metropolis of Liberty City with a new and unprecedented sense of freedom and immersion. In addition to carving a new path for the open world genre, Grand Theft Auto 3 established Grand Theft Auto as a cultural phenomenon alongside its two subsequent and equally legendary entries in the series, Grand Theft Auto Vice City and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, which also their anniversaries are coming up at the end of October. This right here is just pretty much Rockstar thanking their avid and loyal fans of the GTA series. Right here looks to be the artwork of the definitive edition, the GTA trilogy. Probably what you're going to see when you go to purchase this in the digital stores, and if it ends up coming to in-person stores, I want to say the old trilogy looks similar to this that I think I purchased from Walmart like years ago. So that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and move on here. So there's two bits of information from this paragraph here that I want to talk about. So first off, we have, with the anniversary coming up, we're excited to announce that all three games will be coming to current generation platforms this year in Grand Theft Auto Trilogy, Definitive Edition for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, that I think is cool, and the Rockstar Games launcher on PC. So it's cool is you don't have to have, obviously, the new generation consoles to purchase this. Really, this is coming to a very diverse amount of consoles here, or platforms rather, so to say. So that's really, that's nice in that sense. And also, a lot of players have been wondering if this is going to be a remake or a remaster, and I'd say this sort of answers the question right here. Say that the Grand Theft Auto trilogy, the definitive edition, will feature across-the-board upgrades, including graphical improvements and modern gameplay enhancements for all three titles, while still maintaining the classic look and feel of the originals. So, yeah, given that there's going to be like graphical improvements, modern gameplay enhancements, while still maintaining the classic look, I think this seems to scream more of a remaster than a remake. I featured the Mafia Definitive Edition a little bit on the channel last year, and that was a remake where there was like new voice actors among a number of other things. This seems to be merely just a remaster. Who knows? Maybe one of the upgrades we'll get is not losing our weapons when we die. That was really frustrating. A lot of the old GTA games. That I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but probably much more of a remaster than a remake is what I'm getting from that. And then it also says we're extremely excited to share more about these groundbreaking titles in the coming weeks. Stay tuned. So I'm assuming probably by the end of October, when the anniversaries of these games are going to be approaching us. So right here we also have some two things I want to take from here. Uh, so beginning next week, as it says here, they're going to be removing the existing versions of these titles from the digital retailers. So I went in, like for me, I'm on the PlayStation. I went to the PlayStation store. Literally, each of these titles were like $14.99 each. So if you wanted to purchase all three of these titles, you're gonna be spending like around $45, under $50. So I mean, if you really want to get them, it's less money than you'd be spending on a brand new game today. What brand new games cost. So if you really wanted to do that, it'd be fairly inexpensive. Not, at least not too expensive. And then here we have the definitive edition will be coming to iOS and Android in the first half of 2022. That's cool because there's already like the original versions of like GTA Vice City, GTA 3, GTA San Andreas, and I believe even GTA Liberty City Stories are already on the iOS and Android um, stores. What's cool is I know with Liberty City Stories, if you downloaded that a certain period of time, I think when it was added at the end of 2016, and you linked it to your social club, you would get an iHeart LC T-shirt for your GTA Online character, which is pretty cool. Maybe they'll do something like that for this for the definitive edition. That sort of brings us into these special events that are going to be occurring in GTA Online, which will be similar to that. So, plus as part of the 20th anniversary celebration of GTA 3, look for a cavalcade of special gear to collect and grab that online throughout upcoming events this fall, including commemorative clothing and liveries. So, I don't really know if this is a new livery here. I'm not sure, as well as the hat, but the wasted tee definitely looks like that'll probably be a special new tee coming to GTA Online. And they say they're going to have more details on how to acquire these in the weeks ahead as part of ongoing events GTA Online, so like the event weeks. Hopefully, they're going to be more of like special cargo business battles. As much of a pain as those are, it's definitely better than these other events we've been getting where Rockstar will be like, okay, do this activity or own this property, and then like we'll give you this tea in like a week or two. And then a lot of players don't end up getting the tea, and then you have to submit like all these tickets. It's just a pain. So I think the special cargo business battles are a little bit of a better option here. Hopefully they take that approach, or maybe just let us log in and get it. But I feel like that's probably not going to be the case. So this month's GTA Line events will have some special surprises, including some upcoming possibility of some unusual activity occurring in and around Southern San Andreas. So what this may be referring to is Wildbrick, a very reputable member in the GT community, who's sort of like I guess is involved with the forums or just various things in the files of the game. And he linked on his Twitter page a YouTube channel, which I will give credit for the footage of this, to a looks to be a Halloween event coming up, the Phantom, where apparently between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. you have a chance of being chased by this tornado, and if you end up getting out of the vehicle, it will catch on fire and then pretty much try to run you down. It's indestructible. It's a driverless vehicle. It's a pretty cool random event. That's probably what they're referring to there. That's cool. So here we say, so that really what this is saying is this is just talking about um, how they're trying to improve GT Online and by uh, intermixing the jobs, because since there's how they're saying there's 1,000 Rockstar created jobs and tens of millions player created jobs since launch. There's so many jobs in GT Online, they're pretty much recycling them out in and out of GT Online as they're saying right here, and that's pretty much with the event weeks. Um, so pretty much just trying to free up space for like new missions with DLCs and modes in the future, and then also for improving the matchmaking of the game. So essentially, um, obviously not having players being able to join so many different jobs, it's hard for them to join each other. Obviously, less jobs in GTA Online, there's a better chance of players being in the same job. And then, again, they're not deleting these jobs. They're going to, bring them back in the future. And they even say for times for various special or seasonal events. For me, I think of Slasher, which will probably end up coming back this Halloween. That was a very classic adversary mode in GTA Online. And then I guess reduce some of the lesser like jobs you say there. And then also, as I said earlier, they're going to be bringing them back in event weeks here and there. So that's good in that end. And also, we are looking at ways to improve the GT Online experience for new and returning players in the upcoming release of GT Online for the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S next March. Stay tuned to the Rockstar Newswire for details on this and more information about the expanded enhanced releases of GTA 5 and GTA Online in the months to come. All right, so hopefully it's more information that we've been receiving, because we haven't literally received more like new information for like a year now. It's been like regurgitated information over and over again. And like I said, the trailer was just the trailer was even just a disaster when in the PlayStation 5 stream with the upcoming games. That oh my gosh, and then them delaying the game as well, just horrible. So hopefully, they turn the tables with that. Lastly, we have teasing of the next GTA Online DLC. So, and later this year, get ready to go on an exciting new adventure in GTA Online as some well-known contacts, familiar friends need your help in expanding their legit business. Many more surprises to be revealed. So they talk about in later this year, typically the second DLC in a year that's released. You have a summer one and then you have a winter one, usually released in December. So it's probably one was for the DLC. And then it talks about new adventure in GTA Online with well-known contacts and familiar friends each help expand their legit business. So basically, from what I'm not really sure, obviously, what that could completely include. I think of sort of the contracts when we helped Sacenta and Moody Man, but apparently, according to Tez Fund 2, another very reputable member in the GTA and Red Dead community, he also he stated on his Twitter page that this may be tied to the nightclub business and Tony Prince, which I think that'd be pretty cool. The nightclub business is really one of the most lucrative GTA business properties in online. And also bringing back Tony Prince would be really cool. So it could include that. Um, so that would be really cool if that's the case. But anyways, guys, it's pretty much all the information I have, or we just broke down in the Newswire article we have from Rockstar so far. We're supposed to get more information, but definitely some very exciting news for not only GTA Online players, but on a much larger scale GTA players. As always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found it extremely beneficial. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video. Be sure to comment if you have any questions, and have a great day.